Now that we have Windows 2000 Server installed, we are ready to create users and user groups. How we do that in Windows 2000 Server is click on Start, go to Setting, go to Control Panel. Now, if you do notice on the bottom right side, it does say Windows 2000 Server Evaluation Copy, Build 2195. And from what I know on the other versions of Windows Server 2000, there is going to be an icon called Users and Passwords. Unfortunately, that icon is no longer present on this build, I guess. So what we're going to have to do is find another way to go through this. So we're going to go through Administrative Tools. And look, still we do not find anything that says user or password type of configuration. So what we're going to go to is Computer Management. And look right here to our left on this tree. And it says Local Users and Groups. So let's go to Users. And then it looks like we have the administrator, guest, some other people on here that I was not well aware of. So what we're going to do is new user, username going to be J.O. Doe, John Doe. Description, he's just going to be a user. We're going to leave the password blank right now, and then we're going to create. And let us say close. And then Joe Doe is here. So let's see what we can do with him right now. Now let us, John is going to be as an administrator right now. So right now we have just created a second administrator on Windows 2000 Server. Now we're going to hit OK. Let us add his wife. So we're going to right click, new user, JDoe, full name, Jane Doe. She's going to be a user. We're going to leave the password blank, and then we're going to create. Close. And then we got JDoe right here. Let us go back to properties. Members of add. Let us have her as a power user. Then we're going to hit OK. And then apply. Now she is a power user. Now let's get our son Billy Doe. So we're going to right click, new user, Doe, full name, Billy Doe, description, user, password. We're going to leave that blank right now. That is create. Close. And Doe is right here. So we're going to go back to properties, right click, members of, let's go to add, power users. Hit OK. Apply. Close. Now let's go to view. Okay, let's go to groups and power users. Doe and JDoe are now in the group for power users, and with administrators, JDoe and the administrator are the administrator in those groups. And then we can mix and match if needed, but we don't need too many administrators, but the power users are okay. Okay, well let's exit out, and that is how you create users and groups in Windows 2000 Server. Now for Windows Server, I am going to talk about file structure and management. This is pretty simple. Let us go to Programs. Let's go to My Computer, and we will go to the C drive. As you see, Documents and Settings, Program Files, and Windows. Now this folder contains files that keep your system working properly. There is no need to modify its contents, which may be true. But right here we can look at all the files that are currently on the Windows 2000 server with the drivers. And as I said, you do not want to mess with any of these files. If you do delete them, you may have to reinstall the Windows 2000 server. So we'll just leave those alone. But we can mess around with a little thing, depending on how you want to arrange your icons by name, by type, by size, by date, and auto arrange. We could do a different type of views, large, small, list. Let's go to the list right here. And now we have more of a smaller view, but we can have a better look of all the files up on in the Windows file. And then Documents and Settings. This is the administrator. This is where the documents for the administrators will be. Pictures, files that most users would not be able to access. And then we go All Users, and this would be documents that all users would be able to manipulate or see, and they'd be able to do that right there. And that is pretty much the file management for Windows 2000 server. And then we can actually have files up here on our desktop if we like create a new shortcut right here. Okay. And then we can just type in like a website or a file or anything like that that we wish that would make our lives easier that we could place up here. And then our new shortcut. So that would be our new shortcut right there. Okay, and that would be on our file structure and management. Okay, now with Windows 2000, we're going to install a new program and then uninstall that program. Let us see if Windows 2000 server will have an auto run. And it looks like we already did. And it looks like we do have administrator privileges. So for 1 second, let us go to let's see what the hard way. So go to Settings, Control Panel, Add Remove Hardware, or Remove Programs. That'll be the software right there. Add New Program, CD or floppy. Click Next. Go look for the A drive. Let's go Browse. Let's go to My Computer. D drive, which will be accessing the CD-ROM. Go to Setup, Finish. Okay. It doesn't look like we have the correct version of Windows 2000. Let's see, yes. We have to just restart as a administrator. Control Alt Delete. Let's go. We'll type in JDO. Nothing. We'll just use 1, 2, 3. window has changed the password. We're going to re-log in. Let's see if we can just add the admin now. So we're just logging off. Control delete. Okay, we logged on back as the administrator. I want to just see if, and it looks like this copy for Microsoft Works does not comply with Windows 2000. So unfortunately, I will not be able to install the software, but the same way we installed it, or would have had to install it, we just go into Control Panel, from Settings to Control Panel. Let's see if Windows 2000 wants to cooperate with me right now. It doesn't look like at all. Go to the Control Panel, add Remove Program, and then we'd be able to do the, we'll be able to, let's remove the tools. Oh yes. Preparing to remove. It'll take a few minutes right here. And we'll just restart that later, and that would successfully remove the VMware tools from Windows 2000 Server. And that's how you add and remove programs from Windows 2000 Server.